is good, yo. Guys, I am torn. I'm torn on how I should feel about this backstory of this human, man. Like, I want, I wanted to feel bad for him, but then at the same time, I wanted to chop him up into bits, which isn't fair because what he goes through this week, or what he tells us he had to go through, man. I'm sorry, but I'm pretty sure all of us would do the same as him in the same situation if we even had the courage to do something like that, right? Um, these are the types of things and shows that are very blurry, right? Like they're very gray. Um, to have everybody that you pretty much grew up with around you and even seeing them grow up into adults to have kids, and then those kids become friends with your kid. Watching those people be carted off, roped up, taken away, and even eaten right in front of you. How would you feel for the rest of the time knowing that you're living off berries, living off of water that's just streaming down a creek in an creek, streaming down a crack in the cave, so you have a little something to drink without actually leaving. Um, all of these things piling up on you, and I miss my special. No, I hit it because I'm great. All of those things, and then not only that, you're eating these little tiny berries that even your daughter could have probably ate a whole handful. Excuse me, and not felt anything. So these are the types of things that really drive home the narrative of how desperate of a moment this human was in, including for his family that he's trying to provide for. So to see him do what he did against a harpy and absolutely kill her and feed it to his family for to find out that his family could not handle it, and the only way he wound up handling it was just losing an eye and coughing up like feathers and stuff. So it's super dark, guys, and I just don't really know what to expect or say on times like this. It just goes to show you that even a show like this that seemingly had potential of being, oh, it's so bright and colorful and beautiful, has now turned into like this crazy, ridiculous, place to live for humans as a whole. Because now, if you are in these situations, if you are capable of, wanting to fight for your family, fight for just people in general that you care about, it didn't really matter for this human, right? Like, what is he gonna do against like monsterish humanoids, including when they had weapons on them at the time too. So it's clear as day that he was not going to be able to do anything regardless, and it must have really hurt to do that. Watch your family die off, which here's the thing that they didn't talk about, which is another very human thing for you to do at that time. Fighting CEO die. Um, is where were the bodies? Why didn't the young girl that he's been traveling with, see her mother's body and, react to it in the case of just like, oh, that's my mom and she's dead in there. Why? You know? Um, and then you start to kind of think about it. You're kind of like, oh, he might have had some extra time, right, to finish his meals, right? Like his wife and daughter were gone, unless he buried them, right? Unless somehow he buried them in this cave with like no real tools to do so. Uh, I think he might have eaten his own daughter and wife and the girl, like more of the mom, maybe, Like he didn't have fire, to burn them. And if he did burn them, excuse me, what happens? He would have led. There would have been smoke, and the monsters may have been able to find him. So how did he get rid of three full-blown bodies? And I let's not think too hard about it. But overall, man, now that we've seen what is capable of people throughout this whole entire show, what's capable of these desperate moments of humans and desperate moments of anything, like anybody who's willing to do something for family or loved one or stuff like that, pretty much is the most dangerous in this world as of now. Right up there with the killer the killer bird that shows up this week. So we got a couple of formidable enemies out there. Ooh, that we gotta be careful for. I hate that hairstyle, and I don't know why they put it on all the girls. It is terrible. Um, but yeah, I really do look forward to seeing what is going to be going on in the rest of this world, because that human's backstory was so dark, man, that it only makes sense that that stuff exists, right? That stuff had to exist some way, some shape or form, because of how, confident and how dominant these monsters are, like all of the territory that they own, and then just saying that, oh, it's really hard to find humans because we pretty much put them out of existence. Like they're the reason why we went extinct after we started battling with them, because guess what? After we started battling, what happens? All of a sudden, they have food to eat. All of a sudden, we just become things that they can cart off and do whatever they want with, because they've already taken out all the humans that wanted to fight back. So, with all that being said, everybody, I hope you have an amazing day, night, evening, whatever the case may be. I think I have one more show to talk about today. I just haven't seen it pop up yet. So, whenever it comes up, I will try to get that out to you as well. Don't expect videos from me all the time at this time period, like frame. Things are going to be changing relatively soon, just like how this girl just changed up everything she was doing. Awesome. So, yeah, I hope you guys are definitely having a good one, and I will honestly be thinking about how I put out all my videos. I might just throw them out back to back to back, and then slowly but surely get them to different social medias, because at this point, Wednesdays and having over 5 shows of 23 minutes, or a full show to watch, record, do the recording, be passionate and all this stuff about it. It's hard to then make really good posts on Twitter and really good posts on Anime and Mimo that are worth reading and stuff, while I still have barely any time to, take a shower and get ready for the next day. So everything might be changing up a little bit. I hope it's not too crazy for you. But yeah, with all that being said, I just wanted to get that out before I ended it. And yeah, peace out, everybody. Wow. Everything is hitting for her, and she still is going to attack me. Yikes. I lose. Yep. Jesus.